Okay. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Rally Podcast. This week, Sean and Logan, two of our usual hosts, are away. So I decided to have some people on that maybe the fans have been wanting to see. If you don't follow the Facebook group for the SRA, on the past few episodes of the podcast, Alex Harris here would comment about how he needs to get on and how the people need to hear his hot takes. So he's prepared 5 for us. Yeah? And then on the other side here, calling in, we got Chris Hornacek out of Chicago. You might know him playing for Origin Impact alongside the very tall player, Patrick Drucker. Chris did a great stream a couple weeks ago going through his PR, how he voted for the power rankings, so we thought it'd be great to have him on to react to Alex's takes and maybe fire some back. So thanks for joining me today.
Yeah,
thanks for coming over.
Thanks for inviting me.
Finally.
First of all, I just want to give a quick shout out to all my fans out there. You know, especially one Mr. Jack Scotty. He made a lovely Facebook post on Michael's wall on his birthday, actually recommending he take a week off. But I'm really bad at this technology stuff, so Mike's along to help me out and to listen to some hot takes. So I appreciate all the fan support, and I hope I don't let anyone down.
Yeah, so maybe I'll still take a week off. I'll just kind of mediate and let it ride. We'll see.
You can react too. You're gonna want to react to some of these takes. I feel like.
I mean, you're the only one with the experience here. I feel like we're gonna need you at some point.
Yeah, I know. At some point, we can't have any.
I'm just
awkward
a guide.
lulls.
I'm a guide.
Can't have any.
It's all about the awkward lulls.
All right, cool.
All right, ready?
All right, yeah. So my first hot take. I'll start off with one that people are probably expecting me to have. This is I don't know if you guys have heard of my friend Dan McPartland. But he's really good at spike ball.
I think we know him.
By the end of the year, I guarantee, at the end of the year player rankings, that is, he will be voted a top 3 player in the country. Fact.
This is behind Tyler Chiswick and PJ, or do you think he'll overtake somebody?
That's a great question. Maybe he'll overtake both of them. Should I up it to number 1? Should I put that kind of pressure on him?
That's even hotter.
Yeah, let's get over with it. Number 1, screw it. Number 1, Dan.
That comes right after Dylan Fogarty posts in his predictions that Tyler and PJ will remain the top 2.
Yeah.
So, so you'll at least think Dan's coming in the 3 spot. Chris, what do you think about that?
I don't think it's far-fetched, but really, I don't have that much experience against Dan. I played one pool play game against him at camp to 15, and his serve was baffling at that time. But in watching some of his stuff, like, he definitely has all the pieces. It seems like his serve, can either blow people out of the water and he's hitting everything, or he's kind of missing his serve a lot. So I'll look to see what his consistency is like throughout the season, and once I actually get some real experience against him in bracket. But I think he's got all the pieces to for sure be, a top 5 player. So why not 3?
Well, because he ended the year at 6.
End of the year 6. Yeah, no, it's not.
He ended the year at 6.
My most lukewarm take, but also this is fueled by the fact that I'm starting to see him doing some fuengos and stuff. Like that fuengo he had was that game 3 at Nationals to start it off. Because me and Skylar pulled him aside after game 1 and 2. Where they won game 1, correct? And then lost game 2.
Yep.
And then we pulled them aside. We're like, dude, they are cheating so far. Just fuengo once. And he hit the most bananas fuengo I've ever seen in my entire life. He happened to lean on it. So now if he can start doing that without leaning, maybe take a half step back,
yeah.
I don't know what you do. The kid is outrageous.
Yeah, and check the SRA Instagram. Posted a fuengo video last week, and it is crazy. It just goes so far, and he does it. It was right after he did kind of a sidearm. Yeah. So
what are you gonna do?
It's like with PJ. That's why I think PJ. Is people ask me, who's a better server, PJ or Tyler? Because Tyler serves really good. I know you're gonna agree, PJ. But the thing about him is that he can go both directions, so you can't cheat. That's the biggest thing.
Well, Dan's weird too, because PJ kind of makes sense to me. Dan fundamentally doesn't make sense because PJ is huge. PJ is so tall, lanky. Dan's like shorter than me, like doesn't have particularly long arms. But I swear on that fuengo, he like breaks his back, like he has a vertebrae missing or something. It's insane.
So
PJ is definitely like getting low and taking like a massive step out. His arm is like flying across him, but Dan doesn't look like he's like hardly trying on it. So
he's a phenomenon.
I think it's deceptive.
I don't think he's ever tried.
No.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But I actually kind of want to bring out the logistics of it, because being ranked number 3 is like, you could think he's top 3 but him
Yeah.
getting ranked by everyone in the country
Oh, he will.
as third. But they have to. He has to get good results to do that. Like people, if say Wabi Sabi this year just remains 2 all year, like I think Preston and Jarrett will just get that because
Yeah,
that's
fair
just like if they have
Yeah,
the
they're going
results.
to be grandfathered in community's eyes.
Yeah, so like if Dan needs good results. He can't like he could be really good, but if he doesn't do anything
Are you
crazy,
expecting Dan to have bad results?
no. But like you need to be good.
I'm kidding,
Yeah, I
I'm
know. It depends on how many tournaments they go to because they went to like what they played 2 last year. Dan went to like 5
Yeah,
tournaments.
because Tony was saddled up with me all year.
No, well
Struggling
Dan
at
also
damn-
only went to like 5 tournaments.
Well, yeah, but that's because he didn't have a partner. Now he's got Tony, who's a little creep.
Yeah.
So,
right,
are we
move
ready
on.
for number 2?
Yeah,
Let's
do
go.
it.
Let's get real hot with it.
All right.
There will not be a repeat national champion this year. PJ and Tyler will not be national champions this year. I don't know who it'll be, but it won't be them.
You're just calling it against them.
I
I mean, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take that.
Hey.
Will you take the bet, or will you go agree with him?
Oh no. I think I might agree with him. I think that there's like higher potential this year.
Absolutely.
I think there are going to be a lot more people coming for them. I think once Ruby is a little more established, I think that they're going to be able to challenge them a lot better. Druck and I certainly have the experience behind them, and we've challenged them multiple times. So I'd really like my shot there at nationals. I'm really curious to see what the Wabi Sabi matchup looks like with them because in my head, I don't think they match up against them nearly as well as someone like Ruby or us. But you can't deny the talents of Preston or Jarrett. So I'm really curious to see what they do once they get there. I can't wait to see that match happen the first time this year.
I want to say I think they're going to repeat.
You do?
I think they're really good.
Okay. I mean, I think they're awful. They're the worst. No.
No, I just
Well,
think
it would be a hot take
they
if I
like
thought they weren't good.
they got better over the course of the year. I thought too, like as people do, but I think
I do too, but I just think this year, a lot of teams in the community are going to catch up and are going to give them a challenge, and it only takes one series. It takes one series for them to not be hitting a lot of their serves in 2 of the games and to struggle with a team who has good serves.
as I said, they also dropped a good amount of game once.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
they just
And
have
then
they do that if they just mess up a couple times.
Yeah, they do that and then can't quite right the ship as well in game 2. Who knows?
Well-
So
Yeah. Well, I know Mike wouldn't confirm double elimination at nationals, but hopefully it's being talked about. My stance on double elim, but especially if it goes double elim, it's going to be really hard to take them out because they're going to have to fall twice, whether it's to the same team, which is a feat in and of itself, or I don't even know. It might be crazier for them to lose to 2 different teams in a single day. So if that's the case, then that definitely protects their title a little bit more. But if they're the best team in the country, then they deserve to win. So I like to see it.
absolutely.
That's why I felt really funny at nationals because I kind of like wanted them to win because they did really well all season, but in the finals they're playing Spice and Ruby, and it's pretty much one of the only teams in the finals playing CS that like I'm not like it's okay if CS wins because I just really wanted Ruby to win.
Them are like the real bros. Of
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Oh yeah, the real Bresnating mass. Yeah.
people feel like-
It was funny. 'Cause I just said to Tyler, it's like I kind of like was planning on rooting for you guys against most teams, but not this team.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go against your hometown boys,
Arlington, Connecticut, my hometown.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
Connecticut. People forget about that. All right. Let's hop along to. Let's play a game. Let's take a quick break from the hot takes. Play a game. This game is called Try to Pit Your 2 co-hosts against each other. So, I have a question for you guys. Who wins a best of 3 series? Chris and Ian or Mike and Drucker? Go.
Easy.
Oh,
Easy. Me and Drucker. Easy.
easy, huh? I don't know.
Easy.
Ian and I actually really played really well last weekend, and but it's hard because like Drucker's serve is phenomenal, and the real problem is that it's a major hole in my game right now because I don't have to receive his serve that often. Usually at practice we're practicing together. In tournaments I'm definitely not playing him, and it was definitely a problem when I played him at the what do you call it? What was the one in? Oh yeah, Cream of the Crop. I played him and Caleb Heck, and I just like could not figure it out because I had no experience against it. So that's the interesting take there. I'd say it's a pretty close mashup, but I like Ian and I.
Mike
How
actually,
did? Oh wait.
Mike actually told me off air when I told him about this question. He was excited about it. He said that they would beat you.
Oh, you
guys.
gave him the answers ahead of time?
Well, it's just a question. I mean,
didn't
he's
get
gonna have the
this.
same answer anyway. But he said that they would beat you guys 21-12, 21-14.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Question:
No, no,
How
no.
did?
We're
How
never
did?
going into
How did?
extras.
Not extras.
Game
How
three
did
extras.
Ian? How did Ian do? So I hate to bring this up, but did Chico de Gallo beat you guys in Santa Monica, right? Did they?
Correct.
So how did Ian do against Drucker serve then? Because I'm just curious how Ian will do against Drucker.
Ian did great against Drucker's serve because Drucker's serve was never on the net, so he never had
No.
to receive it. So that
pretty
was
good
the
at
real
So
that.
problem
Drucker
there
with a
is-
very. Ooh, that was gross.
That was
I've-
gross. You are gross.
Drucker playing with a very supporting partner like myself will hit 99% of his serves, acing Ian every time,
What makes you think
acing
you're
Chris all the
supportive?
time.
What makes you think
I'm
you're
super
supportive?
supportive.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, Chris.
Emotionally supportive, talent supportive. Where are you going with that?
There's everything really, just really supportive. I'm an athletic supporter.
You do a really good job of supporting him talent-wise on his serve.
No, well, you know, he won't feel any pressure with us because it's like we're gonna beat him no matter what. So just get your serves on.
Wow.
I was
No
kidding.
matter what.
I actually would
No
really
matter
like
what.
to play this. I actually think it would be really fun. And I also,
Yeah, this-
genuinely
this
do
might
think
need
we
to
win.
happen.
Of course. That's the whole point of the game. Alright, cool. Good stuff, guys. Let's go on to probably my funniest hot take. This one, I don't even know really if it would, how it would work, what it would work. But I don't know if you guys saw Hilltop is going to have Skylar Bowles as their coach this year.
Yep.
And my hot take is that Skylar will be fired before the end of the year from his head coaching duties.
Oh,
And I don't know, maybe Hilltop...
You don't even
gets
know
off
what
to
the
a-
coach does.
I don't know what a
Yeah.
coach does. I don't know what's happening. Maybe Hilltop doesn't get out to the start this year that they were wanting, and some of the tips Skylar's giving them are not working out, don't fit their play style, and all of a sudden they're losing round of 32, round of 16, and they are just like, hey, we got to let you go. We got to go in a different direction.
Oh. I
could
mean,
have it.
I don't know
First
how to
coach becomes the
respond
first
to
fired.
that. I don't know how to respond to
It's a
that.
hot take. Just because you're a good
I-
Michael Jordan doesn't make a great GM. Just because he's one of the best players doesn't make him a great GM. Doesn't make him a great coach.
I know, but I need to
Yeah.
like, how much is Skylar doing for that he's warranted a firing?
Apparently not enough, right? Or not, or he's doing too much. Maybe he's doing too much. Maybe I do less. I don't know.
Well, I have a lot of questions about that whole setup. I don't know if you guys know this. Like, are they paying him? Is this pro
No,
bono?
we
What's
don't.
the story?
I have absolutely no idea. But I
because
do think it would be,
unless they're paying him, they have no reason to fire
What if
him.
they
So
want
no,
head
so
coach?
so a thing that would happen, I think, would be if they're at the same tournament and he's giving them tips in between matches, and then some of them just don't work or are bad tips, and he could just want. And I think it would also come down to if they had someone else that wanted to coach them.
yeah. What if like,
Because I think having a coach, I mean, having a coach isn't better than having a no coach if they're giving you bad advice.
yeah. What if
So I can see it, I guess.
what? It's just I don't have any reason for this take. I don't have any justification. I'm just trying to justify it. But at the same time, I think it would be objectively hilarious for him to just for them to just make like an Instagram post
Or
mid-season.
for a
and be like-
16 and 18-year-old just to
Yeah.
fire Skylar
Yeah,
Bowles.
just- that'd be hilarious. That'd be
I mean, the
amazing.
memes would be real, so I guess
Right?
I'm rooting for
Like,
it
just,
too.
just
But
like we all just check Instagram one day and it's like Instagram from at Hilltop Spikes. We got to inform that we've had a mutual parting of ways with our head coach. We're looking to get younger. We're looking to build through the process. Something like that. I think that'd be great. I think that'd be amazing. But
Oh,
Skylar, I
man.
hope you keep your job if they are in fact paying you. Yeah.
Interesting. Do you think we'll see any other teams pick up coaches soon?
If we do, what former player do you think will be the coach? Because it'll be impossible to predict what team would pick up a coach, but what player would you think it is?
Oh, who would get picked up as
Yeah,
coaches?
like who is like someone who's like
Yeah.
kind of out of the scene more and just got,
I don't know. I can
what
see.
if? Hold on, I just thought of this. What if Hilltop fires Skylar and
picks up
hires Sean?
Sean.
Boom, done. That's amazing.
That'd be something.
all right, well now that's much more realistic. I would actually
Yeah,
think that might happen. So
right.
I don't think Sean
that one's
would be
got a
interested.
possibility.
You don't think Sean would be interested?
No.
What if they made him? an
No,
offer
I don't
couldn't
think he would
refuse?
do
Sean's trying to.
What if they made him an offer he
then,
couldn't refuse?
then of course he'd be there.
Yeah,
You can't
right.
refuse it logistically or
$2
logically.
million over 3 years.
Well, Dan McPartland, bringing
do?
it back. He told his roommate, "I'll give you 20% of my winnings
Yeah,
if you let me
what
serve to you."
Idiot.
And Bob said, no, I have to study for my math test.
I guarantee you Bob does not watch these, but Bob, if you watch these, you're an idiot.
You would have made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Before Nationals, the week before, he said, I'll give you 20% of my winnings.
Yeah, so how much did they end up winning?
I think it was like $2,000.
Yeah, so $1,000 a piece.
Yeah. So
$200, Bob, just to
what?
catch serves.
Jeez.
Maybe that's what a coach.
You should have Jessica do it.
Well, if he could catch them, they're going pretty wide.
That's
so.
true. Or just retrieve them.
It's a lot of chasing.
Well, so when he'll serve to me, he did it at I think East Regionals. You just actually
He
stand.
just tells you where to line.
You just stand to a far spot, and he just goes, "I'm gonna serve it to you." Okay, I'll keep it going.
Next hot take. We'll end it with what I think my hottest take is. So this will be just another take. I think a Canadian team will upset a power rank team, potentially a top 15 team, and will find themselves in the top 25 this year.
Yeah,
I think Canadians are getting a lot better, and they like it more than a lot of people, and play it a lot, and are athletic and Canadian. So sorry.
See, Chris, you haven't been up there. I 100% agree with this take. I think the Canadian players are getting very good, and definitely improving at a good rate. They play 3-4 nights a week. They have multiple indoor facilities around Montreal and Quebec that they play in.
Yeah.
And we, the North, and Never Give Up, are getting close to power ranking. You know, they're on the ballot. You know, we think they're pretty good. And I think a win will come. But
I think top 15. They'll upset a top 15 team.
That's hard though. 15, top 15 is
15.
good. Like I definitely see them.
good.
They
I'm sure
could get
it's
into that. Like
Didn't they do a barrel roll? Didn't they take them to 3 at nationals?
they did.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
That goes one of those games goes a different
they're
way.
good.
So,
They're good.
yeah, they play.
15 is hard. I definitely foresee by maybe June we'll have 1 or 2 in that.
In the
20 to
top
25 definitely in the 20 to 25.
I think they'll beat a top 15 team. I'm not saying.
I know.
I'm not saying
I
they'll
know.
be top 15.
I know. So I think
necessarily.
they'll beat teams in the 15 to 25.
Yeah.
Get in there. Beating a top 15, that's different. I mean, it's definitely possible, but the top 15 are good.
They sure are.
So yeah.
Yeah. They damn sure are.
I mean, I'd love to see it. I definitely have no scouting report on that because, as Mike said, I have not been to Canada, which is a shame.
He said
I will
he's gonna
say,
go,
though,
like,
that
6
I
times.
do.
So did I.
It is confirmed that I have my passport. So
Okay.
Oh,
I
I
am
still
trying to
have
go.
mine.
I'm trying to go to Canada this year, so that will not get in the way.
Nice. Love it.
And maybe I'll
Chris
know
is
a
going to
little
come
bit
up
more
to the
about these guys.
Montreal tour stop, and he's going to be the one that gets upset.
Oh,
Oh.
Chris and Trump. That's a little higher than top 15, Mike. That's like.
Well, no, not that right. As of now, it is.
Oh, yikes.
Oh,
The tour stops in
boy.
July.
Whoa, Chris is
I
gonna be
didn't
at
realize I was
15
coming
by
out here to
July.
get blasted.
It wasn't me, Chris. It wasn't me.
Yeah, no, I know it wasn't.
Oh, I don't need Siri on.
I'm just kidding, Chris. You won't lose to Canadians.
I don't
say
think so
never.
yet.
Never say never, though. You know, or never.
No,
will.
never say never.
All right.
I know a lot of Canadians listen to this too, so they're probably getting excited, and they're probably just putting up a picture of Chris and Drucker in their room and just saying, "Waking up every day,
Oh,
we're
that'd
gonna
be
beat them."
weird. That'd be weird. I don't like that. All right. You ready for this last one? I
Yep.
think that at nationals there will be only 2 regions in the top 4 of nationals, and those will be East and Midwest. I think there will be
Oh, you're
no
going
West
no
teams,
West teams.
no Southeast teams.
Well, definitely no Southeast teams, but no, we're talking West teams. I don't know. It's hard to say that Wabi Sabi wouldn't be up there. That's a really hard upset.
But think about it this way: so Jarrett and Devin last year don't play well in pool play, lose in the round of 8, get a bad seed, match up against Chiswick Showalter, don't. That's all it
With
takes.
so many teams, it really does come down to that.
It comes down to the draw, and
Yeah.
the West is dead. The West is dead.
Well, sure,
That's a
but
hot
in
take.
that-
It was disguised. It was disguised.
Okay, the West is weaker now. They're much weaker now.
That used to be the dominant place for the most part. Like it was West in the national championship finals, West blah blah blah. They're dead. There's Point Loma and there's Wabi Sabi and
Subpar are the only
Subpar.
power
And I
ranked
don't
West teams.
see. They're not making top 4. Sorry, sorry to break it to you now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no,
if
I
you
think
wanna
it's
save some money
definitely on the
some
shoulders
flights.
of Wabi.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Like,
But is it not crazy that are the top 4 Midwest and East, CS, Impact, Anchored, or Ruby, that one of them beat them?
or even like someone's
Or like Hilltop,
or,
yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that's also the case is with the pro division, assuming that all of these teams are there, which they should be. There's just far less variability. Like, you can't take as bad of a seed as Strange did, because didn't they have like the 20-something seed?
Yeah.
So,
but they
like,
still ended up with the 8. You know, they still.
Well, they beat Button Bulls.
Yeah.
They
Sure.
They beat Golden Set, who was like.
They beat Golden Set was the 9,
Set
and
was
then
the
Button
9,
Bulls
then
was
Button
the
Bulls,
yeah.
and then lost to PJ.
So
and
yeah,
Tyler.
yeah.
But
It is just odd.
Right, so
at that
that set it
point.
up. There's going to be a lot less variability with 16 teams,
Sure,
and I think that people will be a little bit more warmed up. Hopefully, take pool play a little bit more seriously with these higher stakes, and knowing that every team is going to be like really, really, really good, and not just like lower tier premier teams that like a team like Strange should beat.
Right.
So I think that there's going to be a little bit less variability in that regard, especially if we do a shorter pool play, which is definitely possible. And I don't know. I think that the variability is going to be a lot lower. And honestly, the bracket can't be as crazy as it was at Nationals last year. Like last year, it was so lopsided. It was like almost impossible. Like, so it'll probably end up being a lot better. But, you know, I definitely do think that it is shouldered on Wabi Sabi, and you know they had a kind of disappointing pool play performance, like Preston and Jarrett said, where they just dropped 2 games not making serves, and like if that gets them a 4 seed and they have to play the 5, and it's, you know, another top 5 team that also dropped something, like it's definitely possible, but I think it would take that 4-5 game. Otherwise, they're gonna make it. They're just good enough.
We'll find out.
Agree to disagree. West
Yeah.
is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
West is dead. I love these takes when we're so far away. We've had one tournament this year.
Yeah, no, I'm
we're
thinking
talking about
all
nationals
of my
very
and,
true.
and postseason rankings.
Well, to be fair, I don't know who's going to tournaments, and I know people are going to go to nationals, and I got to make some sort of hot takes. I don't want to wish injury on people like Dylan Fogarty, so like I can't do that. But
Yeah, well, next.
Definitely not wishing, but it is one of those things it's crazy that more like high profile injuries haven't happened. I know that like someone separated their knee at Huntington, but you know, it definitely wasn't a power ranked team. So
no, I absolutely.
you know,
agree. I've
hopefully
been saying
everybody
for
stays
years.
safe out there. But
I've been saying for years that
it's
we
definitely
need
gonna
to
happen.
on that.
Hot take: Chris and Drucker also don't play San Diego.
Is that I don't? Are you guys going? I don't know.
Well, they're planning on playing Huntington, so.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Hot take:
That's-
Drucker doesn't buy his Nationals tickets till too late, and and Impact doesn't even show up.
that's a really hot take. We're definitely playing nationals. I can't.
Are you playing
Whatever.
San Diego?
We're looking into it right now. Unfortunately, flights are pretty bad again, so we're
Yeah.
winding up in a similar situation here. But I'm exploring options. He's exploring options. We'll figure it out. We're definitely playing. We're for sure playing Atlanta, and we're for sure playing Chicago in April.
Sweet.
And hopefully, I'll get him out there in March.
I'm just excited for San Diego because I want to see Point Loma and Wabi Sabi. I want to see Impact and Wabi Sabi. I want to see Ruby and everyone.
Oh, Tony and Dan are gonna go there to win.
Yeah, I know. That's really why I want to go. I want a shot at them too. Like the 2 teams that I really want to play this year are Wabi Sabi and Spicy Ruby. Just because I have like no experience against. Well, I guess now I have experience against Wabi Sabi, but you know, not with my usual partner. So,
Same thing.
you know, I definitely want my shot at them. I want to just see what the hell Dan's all about.
And
He's
Tony,
creepy.
don't forget about Tony.
He's about being
Just
creepy.
kidding. Well,
I
you're
like how-
close to them in the power rankings too. So, like, you were real close. You were like, well, 0.07 away or something like that. So we'll see how that would entail. How that would.
I like how none
Yeah,
of
it's
you
gonna be
guys
a great
called me
matchup.
out on the Southeast not making.
He said
That's
Southeast
tough.
immediately.
He agreed.
Oh.
Yeah, he immediately agreed.
Yes.
It was a fact.
Well, yeah. So right now the forces are easily Doug and Harding and Grayson. So, I mean,
It's
Yeah.
not.
it's hard
I
not
mean,
to agree.
honestly,
Well,
this
so
is-
easily Doug right now is ranked what 6th. So you know,
Certainly not
on paper.
out. I mean, they did last year. It's not outside the realm of possibility, but
No, it's definitely not outside the realm of possibility. But and honestly, the Southeast is probably stronger than it's ever been because those 2 teams are certainly better than what they put up last year. I know easily Doug kind of formed right at the end there, but you know, definitely like a higher skill than Bolivia, I would say. So you know, I'm curious to see what they do. But
Yeah, well, your take
We'll
about
see.
the West is much different because the West has a number 2 team, so the West not having a top 4 team
No,
is
it
a lot
sure
different.
It sure is different.
Yeah.
Wait, so what are the qualifications for qualifying for the pro division? Because I was just thinking, what if Skylar gets fired, decides to play with Sean, and then gets top 4?
It's just
Is that possible for him to do that and still make the pro? What's the pro?
So
division?
pro division, you
How does
either
that
get
happen?
top 2 at regionals,
Okay.
or it's cumulative points.
So
they could
that hot take.
what?
Sean
and Skylar.
So Skylar gets fired from coaching Hilltop. Starts playing again with Sean.
He wouldn't even have to get
He's gonna
fired.
play
They're different
anyway.
regions.
No, but he's gonna start then play with Sean again. Go get the pro division and then still not make top 4 at nationals.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
They'll play Wabi Sabi in the 8-9 game.
Yeah, and then the winner plays PJ and Tyler, and then they lose also at nationals. They got a lot of hot takes in here.
Yeah, you're crazy.
That's really mean.
Yeah, these are.
Like just being mean now.
Chris, do you have anything to
Beyond
say?
hot,
Do you
yeah.
have anything to say?
Who, me?
Yeah.
In regards to Skylar and Sean at nationals?
No, just to anything Al says. Do you have any just overarching remarks? Everything I think you've been
they
like, yeah, that
are-
could happen.
Yeah, these are not just like hot takes. These are like fuego takes. Like he's really going for it here. I like the controversy though. So
Gotta get
you
people
know,
talking.
yeah, and you know what, even Dylan made some crazy ridiculous stuff at the beginning of last season, and some of it came true. So maybe you'll get something in there. Maybe we'll look back at this and think Al's a genius, but probably not.
These right, Mike,
If you throw enough crap on the wall, something's gonna stick.
If I get all these right, Mike, let's make a bet. If I get all these right, you Venmo me $55. That's a weird number, $50.
No. If you get all
But
these,
if I get, and I'll Venmo you $1 for every one that's wrong. That's a good. Those aren't great. Those aren't the worst. That's not the worst deal in the world.
so it's $5.
Yeah, you got to get all of them.
I got to get all of them for you to pay me, and then everyone that's wrong, I give you $1.
All right, we'll talk about this later.
No, we need
We got
it
to.
on
We
camera.
need to negotiate.
Chris, I'll make you the same offer.
We got to negotiate.
I'm gonna need more than $1. That's just not enough stakes.
All right, $2 per missed one. So if I get them all wrong, you get $10. But it's 10. I mean, these are. And I have to get them all right.
They're
You're paying
fire
it 5 to,
dates.
5 to 1. That's fair. I feel like that's pretty
5
fair.
to 1.
5 to 1's
All right, I'll
definitely
take
fair.
it.
You'll take it?
I'll take it.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Deal. Cool.
Okay. Do you feel
This is-
satisfied with your takes?
This is now a gambling podcast.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Are you satisfied with the takes
I love
you've
my
had?
takes. I love my takes.
How do you think people are gonna react?
I think the West is dead line is going to get a lot of play.
Hashtag West is dead.
Hashtag West is dead. After every tournament that isn't won by a West team,
Hash-
I'm going to hashtag West is dead.
Hashtag weak. West. I was thinking something.
I like West is dead. West is dead.
West is dead's pretty good.
Pretty
Yeah.
tight.
East is beast.
All right, so I want you. Do you guys have any hot takes or no? No.
No, I don't need any.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm getting a sunburn just sitting next to you.
True.
Right.
I'm going to Florida.
Yeah.
Gonna get tan.
We'll see. All right. So,
Cool.
looking back, do you think they're gonna come true? So there are your takes.
No, I don't think they're gonna come true.
He doesn't.
Obviously, I think they're gonna come.
He's
true.
just saying
I just
them.
said that.
Saying them. But anyway, okay. We can wrap it up.
Sure.
Getting slow here. Thanks, Al.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Chris. Hope you all enjoyed
Thank you.
this.
Thank you to my fans. Love you guys.
Hope you enjoyed this. Let Al know what you think about all these takes. How crazy is he on a scale of 1 to 10? How hot are these takes on a scale of 1 to a million?
Well, they're probably. How hot is the sun?
About a million degrees?
I don't know. It's a million. Sure, a million degrees.
Okay. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Right.
Latris.